Welcome back to Follow Mods. My name is Ricky, and this is Zelda, and we're in the middle of playing Xander's Aid. Right now, we are in Vault 141, which is a very weird vault. And so, last time, we learned a little bit about the vault and how they were messing with the Gek. And today, we're supposed to be finding the Overseer. But first, when I was editing last week's video, I noticed that I missed something. And so, we're gonna go check that out really fast first. So, right up here, you can probably already see it, is a bobblehead. Intelligence bobblehead.
Yes.
Now, see, here's the thing. I already have the intelligence bobblehead in the main game. This is a bobblehead that was added specifically for this mod. So now my intelligence is at 3 instead of 2, which I'm not actually super excited for. So I might actually not have that, to be honest with you. So because that sort of affects a little bit Idiot Savant. All right, so now we got to go find the Overseer.
Don't have the key.
That is the rec room. Interesting. Okay, this vault is big. Is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I've been looking for it for a while now, and it was right there, and now I feel kind of dumb. That's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, now I can get to the stupid rec room. I'm just going to assume there's going to be something in here. But I think I need to go through here. Oh! Okay, it's not a new room. Cool. Yep. There's another rad roach. Ancient rad roach. This time. Stop not shooting. Use VATS. That's the whole point, is to use VATS. I'm gonna have a lot of rounds for this fire lance. Ooh. Okay, the frame rate just dropped pretty drastically in here. That's never a good sign. So, I feel like now's a good time to tell you that I am playing, I'm doing screen recording, but also I'm not the only one who's reported frame drops in this area. Because even with the screen recording, it only uses like 5 or 6% of the CPU, and I have the game currently locked to 30, even though normally I'd play it at 60. I probably won't be screen recording Fallout 4 much more. This is probably the only time I do it, because honestly, I'm afraid of whether or not it's going to be too much. The Overseer.
He's dead.
Thanks, Zelda. Find out how the Overseer died. Okay. You know what would be really nice with this mod? If they're going to be putting in a whole bunch of new bobbleheads. If I could find the luck one, because then I wouldn't have to take another point of luck. Alright, so let's look here at the clinic terminal. Okay. Patient 4. Ah, here we go. Okay. Overseer Shadrick Hasselair, incapacitated, male, emergency treatment, attempting radiation treatment, but our facility isn't complete. The bombs fell before we could finish the clinic. Most likely will result in death. Death by radiation sickness. Yeah, okay. What's it telling me to do now? Aside from hope the game stops stuttering. Search for clues in the Overseer's office. Okay. Alright, looks like I gotta go this way. And hope the game stops stuttering. Because I don't think it's screen recording causing the stutter, by the way. I'm pretty confident it's just the mod itself having too much crap in here. Because it's really going to make it hard to kill these, Yeah, if I was doing a no VATS run, the stuttering would make it very difficult. I probably would definitely want to not be using screen recording if I was going to be doing anything else. Oh, one more. Not his head. Nope. Okay, how many more ancient rad roaches are there? Are we good? What? I am really excited to see what this fire lance is. I hope it was worth it. Yeah, I will tell you, for those of you who are wondering about the stuttering, it is definitely a CPU thing. Because you know nothing annoys me more than seeing people post their GPUs. I got a 1080. Like, it's not stuttering because of your 1080. It's stuttering because of your because of the CPU. And it doesn't necessarily mean your CPU is bad because it's stuttering. It means sometimes the game is unoptimized. And so I think there's just a lot of crap in here that probably shouldn't be in here. Ooh, a nuclear quantum way back in the back. And a bottle cap mine. And some Nuka-Colas. Oh my goodness! I missed the water going up there the first time. Basically, what I'm saying is I apologize for all the stuttering. I don't think it's my fault. I'm pretty sure, as much fun as this mod is, there are other people talking about stuttering inside the vault. Let's go through the residential areas. It might be worth it to check out everything in here. Ooh, undamaged Abraxo! I don't actually think it's going to be useful in this playthrough. It might be. It's got fiberglass in it. It's got a lot more. I think it's got more fiberglass than normal Abraxo. So. This person put their bed in the middle of the room. That's interesting. Also, they were doing jet, which we're going to take. So that way no one else does. Because Zelda is a conscientious looter. She doesn't want other people finding drugs and then doing them. I haven't really talked about why Zelda doesn't, why she doesn't want people doing drugs. And now feels like a good time to talk about it. So here's the thing about Zelda. Her mother instilled in her from a very early age that drugs are bad, okay? Okay, maybe not as cheesy as the guy from South Park, but... Whoa. Well, this is a hole. I mean, this is just a literal hole. Oh, now I'm going somewhere else. Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn around and go back in here. Let's play this holotape.
Grace here. I've come across something interesting. It looks like the vault was failing. Danny's managed to get here, as well as a ghoul named Dustin.
Uh-huh.
They escaped into the biocube.
What's a
I read
biocube?
about this on another terminal in the storage room. No doubt the secret of this vault. If it failed,
Huh.
no one would know. Nothing for Vault Tech to have to deal with. It's time to head towards this biocube.
Yes, it is.
I can only imagine what disaster it became. Should be interesting to see how it turned out.
That's it.
Missiles. There were missiles in this safe. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Terminal. Danny entry. So we're just going to skip over all the rest of this stuff. I'm putting this here in case any Vault Tech people show up and need to know what happened. My name's Danny. In short, the vault isn't as secure as we thought it would be. Since the vault gear door wasn't closed when the bombs fell, the structural integrity of the vault was weakened severely. It just took time, but a good amount of radiation seeped into the Overseer's office. The Overseer has become ill and is now in the vault clinic. The vault completed its research on biotech and has successfully created a primordial biocube. We are working on getting there. Sections of the vault have collapsed, blocking off direct access to the biocube entrance. The entrance is on the same level as the Overseer's office, so we got our strongest men digging through the earth to get to it. If I interpreted the vault schematics properly, we should just have to curve around another room to get to it. We are escaping to the biocube. It'll be the safest place. Okay, so I already kind of knew that. I'm going to read this newcomer's interest. Jeff told me about someone at the vault door asking for shelter. Well, I checked them out too and let them in. No reason not to. In fact, since the bombs fell, we could use more people. The main guy's name is Danny, and he doesn't seem like your average Slocum's Joe. I'll keep an eye on him in a good way. Edit. Another newcomer? Some kind of rotten flesh human thing. Well, he has a name. Dustin Xander, he says. Well, if he can work, then we can use him. Xander? Huh. So Zelda's mother grew up in the Capital Wasteland. And her mother was a drug addict, and her father was an alcoholic. Not a great life. When she was 14, so she stuck around until she was 14. Her mother, when she was 14, her mother OD'd on Jet and Psycho or something. She actually, to be honest with you, she's not 100% certain. Zelda's mom isn't 100% certain what Zelda's Zelda's grandmother, OD'd on. But when that happened, she left because she was not going to live with her alcoholic father, who was not abusive alcoholic, just alcoholic. But he couldn't do anything for her, so she left and went to Rivet City, where she worked for a little while. And then she started traveling, but shortly after she left Rivet City to start traveling, she met a man who would become her husband, and then, they would have a kid named Zelda. And that's actually an interesting story. I'm not going to talk about it more. Well, I might actually a little bit today. Nope, can't go that way. In fact, I'm going to talk about it right now. Okay, mole rats. So, Zelda's dad is from the West Coast. He's out from NCR territory. And he hooked up with the trade caravan and headed east because, well, again, that's a story for another day. And he wound up he wound up in the Capital Wasteland. Okay, so now where am I? Did I go through some sort of service entrance? What we got here? Because those mole rats were definitely dead. And I always thought this vault was weirdly... Yep, I did. This is some sort of service entrance. Anyway, so when he got to the... when he got to the Capital Wasteland, the trade caravan was headed towards... I'm saying Diamond City. Rivet City. And they went to Rivet City. And that's where he met Zelda's mother. And so Zelda's mother was, at this point, she had been there for 3 years, so she was 17. He was 20 when they met, and they fell in love very quickly and then headed up because he knew trading, and she was an incredibly adept at fixing things. So the two of them headed up to the Commonwealth to make a life for themselves. They eventually settled in Quincy after trying a couple other places, but Quincy seemed to be a good place for them, being a trader. And not too long after they got to... so after about 3 years of being together, Zelda's mother got pregnant, and Zelda was born, and, you know, that's kind of the end of that bit of that story. BioCube time! Vault 141 bunker. Where am I? Hang on. Where am I? No. Where am I? Oh, I am in a... Ooh, I'm in a brand new world. Okay. It's power... That apparently this is an area I can go back to the Commonwealth because that's where my power armor is. So here's a fun fact that you may not... Oh, I completed a Danny life. So when Zelda's mother and father got to Quincy, she desperately tried to clean up Quincy and try and get rid of all their drugs because she has never wanted anything other than her for her, we'll step out in a second. Let me finish telling the story. She wanted nothing. She instilled in Zelda from an early age that drugs are bad because she didn't want her daughter to become a junkie like her mother. She didn't want Zelda to turn out like Zelda's grandmother. So from a very early age, Zelda was like, no drugs. And yeah, I mean, it's been interesting. I mean, so whenever Zelda sees drugs, she takes the drug and she's storing them all in home plate. Now, she knows that she can't convince people they can't do drugs. Like, she can't, like, you know, kill Solomon or anything. Because she knows that if she were to, like, she can't rid the world of drugs, but she can do her part to try and limit them. Although it's very easy to make most of them, so. But she will not be doing drugs because she'll use a stim pack and she'll use Radaway and Radax if necessary because she understands that those are helpful drugs in the way that ibuprofen is helpful today. For us in our world as a pain reliever. She understands why people might use it. She also even understands why people might use something like Med-X. Even Med-X, especially like Med-X, since it's a pain reliever, she understands why people use it, but she won't use it herself, and she'll trying to avoid using stim packs, and so we'll be healing with food items, which is something I've never really done much outside of survival mode. So we'll see how well that works. All right, so let's start with the bunker terminal. BioCube success. Danny entry made it. Okay, so BioCube success. Success. Pleased to say that BioCube is ready to go ahead of schedule. The overseer will be pleased. Construction. I sent out many crews to get started on construction of the BioCube. Need it all to be realistic and hopefully make people forget their homes are destroyed. After all, this is the next best thing. Danny, entry 1. Made it. We've made it to the biocube. Everyone is a bit fatigued from the digging, and Dr. Avery says we can't stick here. This is where any radiation could leak out and harm us. Xander says he spotted some houses to the west. We are going to move over there so everyone can rest. All right. Okay.
This is just unbelievable. There is a massive island underground.
So this is what they were doing with the
Visual
GEC.
sun, weather,
This is really cool.
even sky. Section 9 had no idea. I've sent parties of synths and courses to investigate the land in the standard
Oh,
locations.
crap. I gotta deal with the Institute.
The director of Section 9 will be quite interested in reverse engineering this technological marvel. It's centuries ahead of its time. But, in the meantime, we will continue our original mission. To find that signal.
What signal? What signal? What signal? Okay, so apparently the Institute came here. Alien battle.
This place is all kinds of strange.
Started 3 for all. Explore around. Okay. So is that a side quest? Jay should have stayed. Go to the housing. 3 for all. Explore around. Okay. So apparently aliens were here, or they terraformed aliens, or I'm not really sure. This place is really weird and very interesting, and no wonder the Institute would want to come here. I mean, look. That's not the actual sky. We're underground. Oh, I see some houses. Those must have been the houses that they saw. Yeah, Jay definitely should have stayed, because, like, if he had stayed, what, like, a week longer, his life would have been a lot better than dying right immediately outside, basically, is what it looks like. Search for clues. I'm going to go out on a limb. Discovered residential housing. And say that, say that they're not still alive. Just gonna hunch it. It's been 200 years. Okay, I'm gonna go through the front door. Just ignore the giant hole in the side of the building. We're gonna go through the front door like proper, civilized human beings. Lots of desk fans that, if I were building things, would be very useful. But I'm not modifying any weapons, because the only thing I have right now is this gun, and this is the gun I'm using for the rest of the game. Holy cow, this place is cool. So, we apparently found a magic world underground. We are underground. That is the sky, and we are underground. And this place is really cool. And I really am enjoying this very weird mod. This has been Fallout 4 Mods. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more Fallout 4.